Here are three fascinating true crime stories where perpetrators used lookalikes or doppelgangers to create confusion and mislead investigators. The case of John Dillinger. John Dillinger was a notorious American gangster during the Great Depression, known for his bank robberies and prison escapes. In 1934, Dillinger underwent plastic surgery to alter his appearance and used lookalikes to evade capture. He often traveled with gang members who resembled him, creating confusion among law enforcement and the public. Dillinger's use of lookalikes was part of his broader strategy to mislead the authorities. He orchestrated several incidents where his doppelgangers would be spotted in different locations, making it difficult for the FBI to pinpoint his exact whereabouts. Despite his efforts, Dillinger was eventually tracked down and killed by FBI agents outside the Biograph Theater in Chicago. His use of lookalikes and altered appearance, however, contributed to the legend and mystique surrounding his criminal career. The murder of Denise Huskins. In March 2015, Denise Huskins was allegedly kidnapped from her home in Vallejo, California. Her boyfriend, Aaron Quinn, reported the abduction, claiming that intruders had taken her and demanded a ransom. The real perpetrators, Matthew Mueller, used a bizarre plot involving lookalikes to stage the kidnapping. Mueller, a former Harvard-educated attorney with a history of mental illness, dressed in wetsuits and used elaborate ruses to mislead investigators. Mueller and his accomplices used disguises and lookalikes to mislead authorities and create confusion about the identities and whereabouts of the kidnappers. They staged events to suggest that multiple people were involved, making it difficult for investigators to track them down. Huskins was released 2 days later in Huntington Beach, unharmed. Initially, police suspected the kidnapping was a hoax, but further investigation revealed Mueller's involvement. He was arrested and later convicted, with evidence including digital footprints and physical items linking him to the crime. In the case of Richard Ramirez, known as the Night Stalker, the mid-1980s were a period of terror for residents of Los Angeles and San Francisco. Ramirez's brutal spree of home invasion murders, sexual assaults, and burglaries left communities in fear. To evade capture, Ramirez adopted multiple disguises, altering his appearance with different clothing, hats, and even makeup. Moreover, during his crime spree, there were numerous reports of sightings and encounters with individuals resembling Ramirez. This led to multiple false leads and mistaken arrests, effectively spreading confusion and diverting attention from his actual activities. Despite these tactics, Ramirez was eventually captured in 1985 after being recognized by residents in East Los Angeles. His trial exposed the extent of his efforts to mislead investigators and avoid detection. Ultimately, he was convicted of 13 counts of murder among numerous other charges and sentenced to death. These stories highlight how using lookalikes or doppelgangers can initially create confusion and mislead investigators. However, it's through thorough investigation and perseverance that the truth is often uncovered.